What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to basketball, and today we've got another prospect breakdown video and our first international prospect. I've mostly been doing American players up to this point because it's a lot easier to find their highlights. Now that the college season is over, people are starting to think about the draft a little bit more. You're just seeing more people start to actually post some of these clips, so it's a little bit easier for me to show you guys on YouTube. But anyway, we're doing Nolan Traoré? Don't actually know how to say his name. Maybe I'll hear it in the videos, but regardless, hey, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. I've responded to every single comment to my YouTube channel up to this point, and I intend to keep on doing so. And please show these videos some love and support. These are my favorite ones to do on the channel, but they almost always get demonetized because the people that, like, the TV companies that own the clips come in and they're like, those are our clips. And I go, no, these are educational videos. I'm transformative of them. I've read the law. I understand, like, how this works. And then they go, no, and YouTube sides with them almost always. But actually, these last two, they didn't claim them. So your boy doing all pretty well with these. But seriously, go give them a like, go watch them. If we keep getting great views on them, I'll keep them coming. And I intend to do basically the entire first round projected list of players. I think that'll be a really cool thing for us to be able to look back on as we continue to fill out this big board. These are all the players that we've done up until this point, and we're gonna add Nolan somewhere in here. I don't know where exactly he's gonna fall in yet, but I'm very excited to break him down. So let's jump into it. I'm gonna have to apologize so many times for the mispronunciation of names. You guys know, if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, that I just suck at this stuff. But I'm gonna guess Nolan Traoré? I'm going to say Traoré. I'm going to guess that that's maybe how the French would say it. Oh, my ancestors would be rolling in their graves. I'm so sorry. But no, we've got a really interesting player today. We've got a 6'4" point guard. Basically would be the equivalent of a freshman coming in, right? He's kind of like a one-and-done aged type of guy, right? Coming into the league. And what do we know about him? Basically, we've heard the guy can't quite score right now, or at least he's struggling to put the ball in the hoop. He's trying to score. He's got one of the best assist percentages we've ever seen coming into the NBA. Got some really high assist numbers. Turnovers aren't too bad. We've got a pretty athletic guy, just sees the court really, really well. Defensively, kind of in between, nothing really one way or the other too much. So I'm very curious to kind of break this down because there's a lot of taller point guards coming in this year, the taller ball handlers, right? Or as we've been saying on the channel, big ball handlers. What a fun category to find yourself in. But I'm really curious to start breaking down some international film, and I want to preface this video with a little bit of background on me, how I look at things, right? Because we've been breaking down college players really up to this point, right? As you can see, all these college guys right here, and you always hear me say hey, it's really hard to interpret college basketball into NBA basketball, right? That takes a little bit more keen detail looking at everything because college basketball is just extremely different. European basketball is a lot closer to NBA basketball, or even just most international basketball in general. It is very different from league to league, but overall it's much closer than college basketball. College basketball is kind of an outlier of things, so it's a little bit easier to see NBA action, NBA style of play, a lot smarter basketball players because these are professional guys, right? So it's a higher quality product. But with all of these videos, normally I'm able to give you guys a lot of context. I was able to say, hey, Duke runs pretty NBA style stuff, right? They've got pretty good spacing. I tell you, hey, Rutgers pretty bad at it, right? They're not very good at running very NBA style stuff, so it's kind of hard to make those assessments. I'm not nearly as informed on the international game. I do have clients in the international game, and so I know some of those pretty well, but more often than not, I'm not nearly as familiar with coaching, play styles of certain team. I don't keep up with that stuff, right? That's not where my attention is most of the time. So when I actually do scouting reports for the team that I'm currently employed by, we have international scouts for that. So I would watch Nolan's film with everybody else, right? And I'm going to point out the things that I see in his game because I can point those things out, but for added context, we'll have international scouts there as well that can tell me, hey, yeah, this is pretty common for this team, right? We've talked about Ace Bailey. He takes a lot of really bad shots at Rutgers, but I'd be able to tell these international scouts hey, Rutgers, they're kind of not really known for being able to put together a competent offense around there. The other players are pretty rough, so it's no surprise that there's not really spacing. He can't really get to some of his spots, and you might be able to draw those conclusions if you watch enough games, but it just saves time, right? So I don't know those things coming off the top of my head. I do have a really good friend in the French basketball league, and we should know this guy is a really young guy playing in a very elite league right now, which says something, right? And that reflects in his stats. But my really close buddy that plays in this league is said some good things about him. He's like, no, I think the kid's going to be okay. Like, it's hard for him to put the ball in the hoop, but he's getting to the right spot. So I'm curious to see if I end up agreeing with that after watching some film. But we've had 2 years of him playing in this very elite basketball league. The French league is one of the best out there at this point. So basically, as like a 17-year-old, getting you like 10 points per game right here, 5.4 assists, 3.1 turnovers, like not the best assist to turnover ratio for a point guard, but not bad, especially for like a really young guy playing in an elite league. Rebounds pretty low, not necessarily surprising there. 25% from 3 on about 3 attempts per game. Not great. The field goal percentage is pretty rough as well. You'll notice under 20 minutes per game. In international basketball, more often than not, it doesn't matter if you're like going to be an elite prospect or something. They're not going to play you as many minutes just because you're younger. They believe in kind of bringing you up. And again, more often than not, this is a bit of a generalization, right? More often than not, they play guys less minutes when they're younger because like, hey, you kind of have to earn your keep a little bit. If you go back and look at a lot of Luka Doncic's minutes, he wasn't even playing that much. And that was a big skepticism of people coming in, people that just didn't know international basketball. They were like, well, if he's so good, like, why isn't he playing this many minutes? Or like, that was a big thing for Alex Sarr coming in this last year. He didn't always play a ton of minutes when he was in like Australia last year. So things to keep in mind with that, because even this year, only getting you about 22 minutes per game, right? The points per game didn't go up very much. He did cut the turnovers by a pretty significant margin, 5 assists, so still kind of around that same number. Rebounds about the same. He got himself up to about 27% from 3 and 37% from the field, so still really bad, right? Still really bad. The shot isn't falling, and that's what we know about him, right? The shot's not falling right now, but the assist to turnover ratio a lot better now. That is a pretty high assist for the amount of like minutes actually played. So this guy's moving the ball around, supposedly pretty good in transition, and I'm really excited to see. So now that you guys have a little bit of context as to what we're going to be doing in this one, I've got a couple videos to break down, and there's not as many single game videos for the international prospects, and we still have more Americans to do, but I found 3 games that we can break down, some of his better games from the year. Mind you, if you were to go look at some of his like actual game logs, you're going to see some rough games in there, right? I mean, we can take a look right here. Like, we've seen a 1 for 12 right here, a 1 for 11, a 1 for 9, right? But then we see the 20-point game, a 20-point game. You see these 20 and 10 assist games, right? These really high assist numbers with low turnovers. Like, so he's young, right? And mind you, the league that he's playing in is way harder than college basketball. Like, I need that to be clear. Way harder. All of these guys that he's playing against, all the people on these teams, were the best college player on their college team at some point, right? So just understand that it's a lot more complicated. He's just going up against way better talent. That's why the narrative is kind of flipped. Like, hey, international players, almost we like them more than college guys. Not completely, but just, again, context for you guys, because I want you guys to be educated on this stuff. So we got 3 games, then I just have a general highlight reel here, because that's more so what exists on the internet at this point, but we'll get some good looks at them. But anyway, let's break down some film. Quick editor's note right here. I'm probably going to take out the audio in this video, kind of reflecting afterwards, because I don't know what's going to get copyrighted via European basketball like TV company. So I'm going to take the audio out in this one and see if it gets monetized, but I'll probably be referencing audio in the actual clips itself. So just so you know. Alrighty, y'all, time to start watching some film. As always, I'm going to pause a lot. I'm going to rewind a lot. I want this to be educational. I want to really break things down. Hear that, YouTube? I'm stopping. I'm pausing. I'm transforming the content. Please don't demonetize me, please. I'm trying to do this the right way. I'm trying to make this educational for people, but seriously, I think it should be fun. We might make fun of some people here and there. Probably not as much as in college basketball, because college basketball can be a little silly, as we mentioned before, but in this game, we had 20 points, 10 assists, 3 turnovers, and 30 minutes, so dude got a lot of minutes in this one. Apparently hit some clutch shots in a victory, so very much looking forward to getting into this. So let's take a look right here. So he is obviously the one with the basketball right here. This just looks like a young guy right here. 6'4", right? He's pretty skinny so far. I'm curious to see this. We're going to get new basketball angles too, because this is international play. And also, no, we're not going to get better video quality ever. I don't know why in 2025 people can't record on higher quality devices, but this is what we have. So it gets an easy assist there. I don't really know if there's anything all that special to break down. Notice an international play. Oh, I know you don't exactly know what I'm talking about right here, but look at this. He picks and rolls the right way. Thank you, Lord. I know I'm hammering it home in these videos, but thank you for spinning the right way. International people, Phenomenal. I know I've got so many international viewers. Bravissimo. Bravis. I don't know how you say it in French, but I love it. I know I've got some French viewers too, so shout out to you guys. Where are we going here? Where are we going here? See, just already more pick and roll, more spacing. Good stuff. Great screen. Great screen. So we're going here. Good pass. Very simple stuff right here. So he brushes him off perfectly. Like, he actually, like, gets into the screen. He waits for the guy, right? So the screen gets set. He really brushes up close against him. Very cool. He takes a wide angle here. That's not something I necessarily like to see. That's somebody that's a little bit like, I'm not in attack mode right now, right? We want him really going off a sharp angle and making it a lot harder to for this guy to kind of pick him up, right? So this guy kind of playing some bad defense here. This guy actually needed to help over a little bit more, right, into the paint here. But overall, good pass, makes it nice and low, or somebody can't get it. Hell of a dunk. Hell of a dunk. Cool, here we go. See, already just NBA style action. So we're going into a pass, early handoff. We're going, what's happening here? Ooh, what kind of action was this? What kind of action was this? So they just kind of flipped the screen back there on the baseline. Cool. But he makes a really easy pass. Like, he sees it the whole way. He knows what's coming. Boom. Bow. That was on time, on target. Good stuff. So we're seeing a lot of passing, not a lot of shooting right now. Here we go. Reject the screen. Love to see that. Playing with a little bit of pace. Okay. Puts it up to where he can get it. Cool. That's a tough pass. That's kind of a risky one. I'm not sure that one's getting through in NBA basketball when people are a little bit bigger and maybe more athletic. Set the screen here. He uses the screen really well. Rolls kind of the wrong way. Oh, we're getting a zoom in right now. We're going to work, kind of cross over. We got our first jump shot. All right, this is what I'm curious to see. So, as you guys always hear me say on the channel, I know about 50% of you are new in every single video. A lot of my background in player development was on shooting and form and kind of coaching that stuff and tweaking it. So I'm always a little bit picky when it comes to the shooting. So he's moving pretty well here. He goes up. This is a moving jump, right? So it's a little bit harder to tell, but the upper body mechanics look pretty solid. Lower body mechanics look pretty solid. Feet facing the right way, which is good. A little bit of a follow away, but it was kind of a follow away shot, so I can't complain about it. It's got good arc on it. Cool. He looks comfortable. He looks smooth. He's not like playing rushed, right? When we watched a lot of the other like younger guards, right? And that's probably more so an American thing because these kids don't grow up playing AAU where everything's like 1,000 miles per hour the whole time, right? A lot more calm and under control. So it doesn't really get anywhere here. It makes this pass. Is this going to be a nothing assist? That's a nothing assist. Okay. Fair enough. We're going. He's rejected the screen a couple times. This time he's going all the way through, making a kind of difficult pass, kind of a nothing assist there as well. He got out of the situation. Fair enough. He's coming off the action here. This is cool. He's again going to reject the screen. Oh, he's going to go back around and then back around again. We're going to jump into this. He looks pretty comfortable. The ball looks like it's not quite getting high enough right here. It gets a little bit higher. Okay, the feet look really good. I know it's really hard to tell on your screens right now, but we want the feet. He's a right-handed guy, so we want his feet facing left at a 45-degree angle. He does that. Very good. They come together pretty clean. He's, again, kind of got that fall away, so because we've only seen moving shots so far, but the form looks pretty smooth, honestly. That's cool. So here we go. We get another screen. The guy doesn't roll the right way the right time. So much for being great, international people. So much for it. All right, here we go. This is a really easy pass because this guy's just not helping over for whatever reason. I don't know if that guy's like a shooter in the corner that he just can't leave, but this is a couple times now that this guy's been extremely late on that. I wish I could see the other coach or something. That probably would have let me know if that guy didn't rotate properly. Here we go. Here we go. We're running. Give it to him. I love stuff like this. This is stuff that I used to do playing all the time. When you're a guard and you have another guard running the other way, it's a nice common thing to do. And again, this just makes me happy watching international basketball versus college basketball. It's just so much more enjoyable for me. But having him come across, the other guard knows, and these guys are smart and waiting for a trail. This guy's smart running to the corner right here. Just having a little flip right here, you kind of set like a like a ghost screen right here. He can get going. Oh, some nice burst there, actually. Let me see that again. So we're here. He throws the ball forward, which is good. We got stopped right here, but we played off 2 feet, went up and under. Tough finish. Very tough finish. Where we going? He wants the pick and roll again. So this guy loves pick and roll, right? And again, more pick and roll in international ball. There's a ton of it in the NBA, right? Sometimes not enough of it in the NBA. Just apparently ask the Denver Nuggets right now. So a screen is set. He actually rolls the right direction. Very good job. He's attacking, it looks like, kind of early. I like that he's kind of commanding things. Cool. He rejects the screen a ton. I'm not seeing, like, super quick, but, like, quick enough is what I would say. Boom. We're going. We attack. Scoop up and over. Okay. I want to see that one more time. We're here. Maybe pick up the ball a little bit early, just because, younger guy. He's not really used to taking as much contact, but he does go right into him, and he gets up high enough to finish over. Cool. Cool. We're here. He's coming around the screen, so we see some off-ball stuff, but he immediately gets into a pick and roll, into a nice pull-up. Again, he's going to kick that. It looks like the right foot out on these movers, which, whatever. Form looks pretty good. Otherwise, though, I'm not having any major complaints with the shooting form. Early screen. We got a guy coming around. Just nice basketball. I just like that as nice basketball. Cool. A little bit of an in and out there. Okay, so we've seen another move now. That's important to note. It's always important to note with young guards, how many different moves are they bringing right away? Typically, with young guards, you're getting 1 to 2, right? You guys have heard me say that a lot on the channel. Young guards, you're getting 1 to 2, probably most. And that's totally fine. That's normal. What makes Dylan Harper so special is he has a lot of them already. Like, he's got, like, 6 or 7 different ways he breaks people down already, which is extremely impressive. That's very cool. He's more so reading and reacting to things that are happening. We kind of saw that a little bit with Walter Clayton as well, but he's older, right? So we expect that he has a few more moves. I'm curious to see how many we've seen here, because so far it's just been use screen or reject screen. So this time we see a little bit of an in-out right there. Nothing too fancy, I would say, but we're coming out here. He sees the roll, just easy play. Cool. Nothing spectacular, but easy. Crossover. He gets here. Oh, taking a tough 3. What's the situation right now? They are up a couple points. He gets here. He jumps into the 3. It's interesting. Like, it just looks like his, like, feet are maybe just shifted over to the left, maybe a little bit. They didn't get, like, completely under him. We'd maybe like it a little bit more balanced, so I'm curious to see if that continues to be an issue, because notice how he doesn't quite jump together. He kind of twists a little bit in this, and again, this is a moving shot. So he jumps, his feet twist. You want your feet to jump together because the only way you can go is straight up and down, right? As soon as you twist, that means that the rest of your body's going to twist a little bit. There's variance in the shot then. So something to keep in mind with that. So he lands. He doesn't quite land the right way, right? But it goes in. Like, the upper half looks pretty good. I think the lower half's going to be the problem. If I had to guess, when we see some set shots, he's maybe going to twist a little bit as well. So we're here. Where are we going? A little bit of a jab hesitation, and he kind of twists again. Look at this. So he jabs. Boom. Goes this way. Now feet are probably too wide apart, and he brings them together, but again, the little twist down here. So that could be causing some variance in the shot right there. Like, if that's how he's shooting every moving jumper, yeah, he's going to miss more than he's going to make, most likely. But in this game, he's making them. Here we go. Where are we going? We're going out here. Set the screen. A little bit of a hezzy. Go all the way. A floater. Cool. Didn't quite make the pass on this one, which is interesting, but the shot clock was also winding down, so he had to float it up. Cool, tough shot. Okay, that's the first one of him. What have we seen so far? He can run some pretty basic offense, right? He's making the right reads. Very, very cool. That's awesome. In this one, we'll actually get to see a little bit of the defense and the passing and stuff as well. So let's take a look at this one. We're going to turn up the volume just a little bit on this one before I even get going. Let me see this one again. So I like this big fella, whoever he is. He kind of got grabbed on that screen here. That's why he didn't really roll anywhere. But do we get to see a little bit more speed out of him? This is later in the season, mind you. So a little bit later. We're going a little bit of burst. He's quick. I wouldn't call him, like, fast per se. Like, I'm not putting him in, like, an elite athletic category, but there's some quickness there at 6'4". So we like that. All right, again. There we go. He's using it. Cool. Tough finish. Tough finish. We want to hear all the French people, right? We want to hear all the French people. Let's hear them. Nothing really to say on that play necessarily, right? Like, he got out in transition. He's running. He seems pretty fluid. I wouldn't say he's, like, light on his feet necessarily watching him. And I'll tell you what I mean by that in a second. He's running pretty hard. Like, he's not really gliding across the floor like you see some people do. It's a little bit heavier, and that tells you maybe not quite as graceful athletically. But I'm not saying it's bad by any means, but, you know, is what it is. So he gets stripped on that one. Here we go. Here we go. It's a go screen. Ooh, a little move there. Cool. Oh, see, this is what I heard from my friend. He was like, look, dude gets to spots, but he just literally does not put it in the hoop. So that's kind of interesting. That's what we saw right there. Like, he got to a perfect spot, did a great move to get open. He just tricks the floater, which, whatever. I can do some reps and stuff. Getting to the spot's the hardest spot. Here we go. We reject it. He gets screened a little bit here. That guy just leaves him open. We finally have a set jumper we can see. Here we go. All right, that time he was off balance, and he had to bring his left foot in out of nowhere, so that's not a fair one to watch. But no, look, he twisted again when he shot. That's the problem. Watch. Look, he shoots, and he twists again. And he's like kind of jumping forward a little bit with it. The twist is the problem. That's what we need to fix with the jumper. Yep, see? Off. Here we go. Here we go. What's going to happen now? So we're going to drive. We're going to go. That's pretty quick. That's nice. There we go. We got to the spot. Boom. I like how he like waited for a second on this. He kind of waits for a second. He's like, okay, did I get open right here? What's available? By the way, big time right here. Oh, is my friend on the court? Is that my friend on the court? No, it's not my friend on the court. I thought it was for a second. I thought I was about to shit on him for a second. I thought this was my buddy right here. He also has a. I'm not gonna disclose too much. But notice the backdoor cut right here, because when you see the back of your defender's head, that's when you should cut. Good basketball, but he has a nice little kind of second burst for things. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. A little free throw. Interesting. All right, where are we going? Where are we going? Give him the basketball. He sees an opening. He just attacks. Good burst. Nice. He definitely has that second gear he can kind of hit. Cool. A little bit short on the free throw. I don't care too much. Ooh. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? He's being bigger than them. I like that. That's a good move. Nice under control stuff. That's just stuff you don't necessarily see at the college level. One, because the spacing would never be this good, right? But something like that. Like, I actually kind of appreciate that he was like, oh, I got a little dude on me. Let me just, like, be bigger than him. Sometimes basketball is that simple, y'all. Sometimes it's a simple solution. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, we're setting the screen. Good stuff here. I'm guessing he's going to kick it out to this three-point shooter right here. No. Oh, that's right. We're shooting right now. Oh, there's only 3 seconds left. Yeah, he's got to get it to someone. So again, this one looks like it might go in the way that he jumped. He went straight that time, but he was short. He was short straight, so we can live with that. We're here. We attack. He's pretty good at that. Oh, no goaltending here, right? No goaltending here. I love it. Let me see that one more time, because I just want to see the burst again. He's really good at catching and just kind of going right into it. He is one of these people, though, that puts his right foot behind him, or his left foot, depending on what hand you're using, before you go forward. Just catch it with a little bit different balance and just rip instead of, like, going backwards. It's wasted time and momentum. It's a wasted movement. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. We're going. He doesn't really get anywhere. Oh, rips through somehow on that one. That's tough. I'm not sure how he got through on that. Here we go. We're attacking. Tough. Cool, cool. So kind of in, out again. It doesn't quite get downhill, but that's okay. Here we go. We got no time. Let me see the speed. Oh my gosh. His own teammate tried to murder him. We're in transition again. Hey. Good stuff, young fella. Let's see this. So you should not have probably attacked at that, but he saw nobody was at the rim. Kind of cool. We're going to go. Awesome. Good finish. Good finish. He looks comfortable with the left there. We're attacking. Good burst. Ooh, gets blocked there. What happened? That guy just kept up with him, because he did beat him right here. He does beat him, but he picked up his dribble too early, and that's something that you do see with younger guys, right? As soon as they're about to feel the contact, they pick up the basketball. So we're here, right? He beats him. He should have kept dribbling. This guy, you know, had a pretty good show to kind of make him pick up the dribble. Probably could have kicked it out to this guy, right? That's a hard one to do, but he's forced to pick it up early. This guy recovers really well. Good stuff. Good stuff by the defense, I should say. Is he going to snake this one? Yep, going to snake that one. That's incredibly tough. Really good focus. Really good focus. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. No notes on that one. Hey, we can kind of see the jumper a bit right here, at least the form. I can really see, like, the upper body on this one. Upper body of the shot form looks good. I think it's just the twist. Here we go. We're mostly seeing him exist around the perimeter right now, which, you know, when you're a 6'4" point guard, I'm always going to ask the question, hey, can I put another point guard next to him, right? Some versatility. Can I have two really good ball handlers on the court? Because I would like to do that as a coach. So can you play the two for me at all? I'm not seeing a ton of it. We've only seen a little bit of action, which is, hey, just to get him the ball and get him into more action where he's the pick and roll ball handler. But, you know, it doesn't mean necessarily like that it's a bad thing, but I don't know. I'd just be curious to see if that's stuff that he can do, like work without the basketball. But spin move. Cool. We see another move. See another move. Oh, damn. We got a little bit of a wedgie. Spin move. Good stuff. Just tricks it. It's a good move, though. We're here. What do we got now? So now this is passing and turnovers. Okay, this is what I'm curious to see. What the hell happened there? What the hell happened there? Okay, ball here, ball there. He just dribbled it off his own leg, man. Happens. I'm not going to over-evaluate that too much. Here we go. Here we go. Coming around. Good pass. Good stuff. Good read. We're here. We've got the screen. We go into Spain action, which doesn't work because they got iced, right? Didn't work because it got iced. So we're here. They ice him, which means he's not able to get downhill enough to actually make a difference on this. So he has to go back out, and he gets around. Cool stuff. Hey, he managed that really well. Good stuff. That's a pro-level stuff right there. Where are we going? Oh, I'd like that pass to be a little firmer. I need that guy to make that shot, too. Like that to be a little firmer. Oh, okay, let me see this. Let me see what he's about to do here, because what's happening? They are really trying to, like, okay, they switch onto him and force him back that way. He reads it. He gets here. He tries to go downhill, gets a little bit lost right there. Yep, little bit lost right there. I don't actually know if that was a travel. No, I don't think it was. I don't think that was a travel, but hey, he gets a little bit lost right there. We're here. We're going around. Damn, that was a hard-ass screen it looked like that guy just took. Watch this. Watch number 2. Watch him. Oh, my Lord. I got to see that one more time. I love a big-ass screen. I don't know who this dude is. Somebody let me know if they know who it is, but I like this screen. Boom. Oh, Lord. Good pass. Good flow. Got to make it, though. Got to make it, big fella. He looks like a dude that I coached at one point. Here we go. Here we go. Tough skip pass. Get the ball back? No, not quite. Oh, my Lord. All right, where are we going? Again, he's kind of floating a little bit, right? We're seeing a little bit of maybe the James Harden disease. Like, hey, I kind of need the basketball to be able to do stuff. Maybe then again, this is where context maybe matters. Maybe the St. Quentin basketball team isn't really known for getting their ball handlers cutting without the basketball. I don't know. Maybe they didn't give him the opportunity to do so, but right now I'm seeing him kind of float out there. So something to think about. All right, pick and roll. He's clearly very good in the pick and roll. He's very comfortable. Good move there. Here we go. Here we go. All right, basic play. Don't really care too much. We're here. Ooh, rolled a little bit. Not a big deal right there. Travel on that guy. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? Set the screen, roll around, good pass. Float me. Big fella, I need you to make one of these, please. This guy could apparently have way more assists if his big fella could hit a floater. All right, screen, good stuff. He read it the right way. Yes! Thank you. Here we go. Screen and roll again. So he knows that this guy's not actually going to guard him, so he rejects it there. Cool. Not a bad pass. Here we go. Get the ball back out to him. Where are we going to go? Okay, nothing. Fair enough. We're here. We're here. Good pass. Get it back out. Swing one more. Swing one more. Oh, they just had to get it up. Fair enough. Here we go. Let me see. Let me see. He gets iced. Has to pick it up a little bit. That's a dangerous pass that shouldn't be made. That's not going to be in the NBA. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, crazy shot. Okay, defense and rebounds. This is what I'm curious to see. Okay, kind of melts into the screen here. That's not the greatest. So he doesn't really see the screen coming. I don't know if he didn't hear it or what, but he was not aware that that screen was going to happen. fair enough. Give me that board, big white man. Here we go. He's trying to figure out... he's clearly supposed to go under on this guy. This guy's not a three-point shooter. We're here now. Go under again. We're forcing tough shots. Little Isaiah Thomas out there, it looks like. Goes under again. There we go. He comes back up unbalanced. We're here. We go back up. A little bit unbalanced there. We'd like the closeout to be a little bit cleaner. Here we go. And it's hard to navigate these pick and rolls when you're going under and there's a drop coverage because, like, you have to kind of guard everybody a little bit on the play. I've been stuck in those situations before, and it sucks. Keeps a guy in front of him there. Cool. Worst things, that guy hit a tough shot. All right, we're here. We're off ball. We're in the right place in the court. I'd actually like you, like, a step probably lower, so that way you can see your man and the basketball, because right now you could get backdoored right here, but you pick your guy up as you're supposed to. Very good. This guy's supposed to help. Good defense. We clap it up for that. Cool. Good. Give me those. That's a rebound. Here we go. We're playing transition defense. He gets kind of screened by his own guy. Whatever. We're here. We're one pass away. Let me see this closeout now. Not bad. I'd like you to show some hands, though. All right, this guy rips past you. You do a pretty good job, but he's stronger than you and kind of bumped you almost instantly, so I want to see this one more time. So we close out. Not a very active closeout. That's something that I can work with, though. I can make that better. Overall, looks pretty balanced. That guy rips past him pretty quickly and then gives him that shoulder and throws him completely out of position. That's just, need to get stronger. It's going to happen. Look, he's like 18 years old. He's going to just get stronger over the next 2-3 years biologically, so I'm not tripping about that. All right, here we are. Yep, he does the exact right thing right here because this guy's supposed to help here. He closes down. I don't like that they put that in his defensive clip. This person doesn't understand, like, 5-star defense. That's not how that's supposed to work. So your guy got beat. Somebody's going to be open, right? That guy made the right read. You don't want to give up the dunk, though. Let's get it. Give me that. Mine. Cool. Where are we here? We're there. He can't... he let his guy get behind him right there again. So we're seeing him lose track of his guy just a little bit and watching the basketball. We've seen it happen twice now this game. So we're there. Tough, but it makes a recovery. We keep him in front. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, no. Sacre bleu! He's down! Oh, no. Believe it or not, it's not good on defense when you get your ankles broken like that. It's not very good. He keeps backing up a little bit. Like, why does he keep doing this? He's like backing up into things. I don't like that. I don't know if he's just been getting like this is something you see with Reed Shepherd a lot right now when he's playing defense in the NBA, and I think it's a direct result of people just keep hitting him because he's little, like on drives, and so he's kind of trying to brace for it a little bit, but I don't know why he's like dropping back a little bit on these closeouts. So something to kind of watch for there. Not much you can do about that if you like, because you have to get closer to the guard if he's going to come over this screen, right? You know the screens are coming. If you back up into it, that gives him an even easier angle to just get around the screen, right? If you get up close to him, let's see it one more time. Here's what's supposed to happen. So when he sees these screens coming, he should actually get closer to him, so that way he can try to slide by in this. It's just not going to work this way. So something to note with that. Where are we going now? We're probably not going to watch the defense in the next game too much. Maybe the passing. Okay, whatever right here. Whatever. It's a tough closeout. We're here. That's just stupid defense. Jesus Christ. Okay, fair enough. That's enough for that game. Let's go back to the scoring and stuff. This is a game just a couple weeks later, actually, against Paris again, by the looks of it. And I actually do see my buddy on the court this time. Credit to him. When you guys can play, I guess who with who you guys think it could be. Here we go, Traoré. We're attacking. Gets to an okay spot. Like, is that really the best spot we could get to right there? Yeah, pretty good defense overall. Step back into it. The feet look pretty good there. He does twist like a little bit again and kicks that foot out, but the upper half's pretty good. So when he's closer to the hoop, not surprised that it has a better chance of going in. Here we go. I actually want the volume up a little bit higher for this. Let's see what's going on here. Did he get blocked on that? Is that what happened? Where are we going? We're in attack mode. That shot gets blocked. He looked like he was moving pretty quick there. All right, here we go. Some real NBA stuff. He gets around the ice perfectly. He's in attack mode, draws the foul. Cool. Ooh, that free throw form looked different. That free throw form looked different. What happened here? Why did the... I don't know. He had kind of a weird roll in that free throw for a second. That one looks fine. Okay. I don't know what was going on there for a second. Here we go. Get that board. Let's take off. Let me see you take off. Let me see you take off. Draw the foul. Good stuff. I want to see that explosiveness. I want to see, like, how fast can we go with this guy. Boom, we're attacking. He's willing to take on the contact right there. Like, this looks way different than some of the other stuff we've seen. Offensively, he doesn't seem afraid of hitting people. Defensively, he seems like he's a little bit afraid of getting hit, right? And that's going to hurt a lot more, typically. So, tough finish. Tough finish. Boom. There's a little bit of a back hitch in that again. It's kind of weird. Interesting. I don't know. I'm going to have to watch for that. All right, we're going. We're breaking him down. There was a little bit more of a size up on this one, which is kind of interesting, right? Like, again, he's doing more of an ISO right here. Boom. The speed is much more present there. Was not able to get over him. Where did he pick up the basketball here? Yeah, he picked up the basketball before he even crossed the free throw line again. So this is something we got to work on, keeping the dribble going a little bit longer, right? Younger guard gets stronger. That's going to help you. Here we go. Good pass. Hey, tough finish. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see, where are we going? Cross back over. Nice. Oh, he tried. He tried to get that. Could he have made it? 1, 2. Nah, he wasn't going to make that. He wasn't going to make that. He wasn't close enough. So again, picking up the ball too early. Here we go. We're attacking. We're attacking. So some of the same problems you see with some of the young Americans, but there's also a lot of things that he just has corrected already because he's a European guy and they probably just have taught him a little bit better. I'm liking it overall, though. I'm liking it. Good finish. Good finish. Here we go. Where are we going? Oh, yeah, gets fouled right there for no reason. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so we had a set jumper here. Let me see. Do we have the twist again? Watch this. So, and again, his left foot kind of like comes in at the last second of his jumper for some reason too. So we have to work on the lower half of the jumper in a couple ways. So look at that. Like his left foot kind of jumped in last second. That's not really how you want that to be. You'd rather it be the right foot. And then again, the twist. The twist just isn't needed, and that's why it's going to the side, and it's not like a shorter long thing. So we have a couple things we got to fix on that jumper right now. Here we go. We're taking off. We're taking off. Boom. Jeez, no need for that, but draws the foul. I just probably wouldn't have attacked there. All right, he comes back up. He's going to try to resize. Tough shot. Really tough make there. Wow, that is impressive. Cool, rip through, we're going, crossover, step back, he twists again, yep, and he's off to the side. Like, it's, that we know, we get it at this point, I don't need to keep saying it, we get it. Boom, we're attacking, he's quick, that's a bad shot. That's a bad shot, he didn't need to do that, he actually shot it too late that time. Boom, get back into it, attack, he's in attack mode in this game, he is in attack mode. Okay, let's go over, they're pressing him pretty high up, he's gonna go... I'm seeing more quickness than I did at the beginning of the year, maybe a little bit more confident than what he was before. This is why it's important to kind of see like a timeline of things. Like, he does seem a lot quicker. Cool, 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 cool. All right, let's size up. Let's go, crossover. Okay, well, yeah, we're seeing a little bit more like confidence now. Like, hey, I'm kind of going, right? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? And now I'm going to attack again with speed. He's, oh, good block. Good block. Cross, we go again. He's not necessarily needing to beat people with like a crazy move. He is using a quick first step now, which at 6'4" is going to serve him well eventually, but not quite the awareness to see that coming. Cool. Good defense. We're here. We're here. Boom. Tough pass to make. You don't love to see a chest pass through the middle of like the paint. I saw the opening as well. I got to see if I would have made a pass like this. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And it was late, too. So, I don't know about that one. Here we go. Here we go. Set the screen. Gets over. The pick and roll stuff is there with him. Make the... God damn it, make the floater 13. Set the screen. Doesn't roll the right way. He gets around the ices really well, which is cool. That's not something a college player would typically know what to do with. So, that's awesome. Makes the great skip pass. Good stuff. Got to make those for me. Here we go. Here we go. Good split right there. That was the right way to do this. And why did he need to split right there? Let's teach all of you right here. So because, watch the screen right here. He goes under right here. That means you need to split now. You got to split. And this guy pops back out, so he's going to hit him. Good. That was kind of an ugly jumper, but it went in anyway. Cool. All right, we're going. I like that he pulled it back out. There was nothing there. Set the screen. Here we go. Not a bad pass, but there was nowhere for him to go by the time he caught it. Yeah, not a great one. I'd love for that to be a pocket pass, if we could make that a pocket pass, please. Like right here. Nope, you can't even really make the pocket pass. So, I don't know. That's kind of a tough one. That's a really tough one. I'm not sure what he could have done there. It's good defense. Coming off. Let's go. That's a nothing play. Let me see this. Ooh, actually a bit of a jump pass fake right here. He thought he was going to be able to go to 5 right there, but then he snaps and sees that. That's good reaction time. Okay. Love the French commentary. Great stuff. Here we go. Oh, my lord. Alrighty. Here we go. We're attacking. Not sure where to go with the basketball. Here we go. Yep, not quite sure. Tough shot. All right, a little bit of defense again. I don't really need to see that. I want to just watch like a little bit more of the season highlights if we could. I believe this is earlier in the season, so I think I want to go a little bit later into things to try and see how much of a difference there is. So let's see. Let's see. I'm going to turn up the volume just a little bit. Is it mostly just people trying to ice him? Is that mostly what's happening right here? This guy goes under because I know he can't shoot. He's attacking right there, getting up and through. Cool. We're here. We're playing in the pick and roll some more. We actually watched this game, did we not? Yep, so let's move on. Going here. Here's a jumper. The twist is there again. So that's the problem. We've identified the problem. Throw the ball ahead. That's nice speed. Hey! Cool, good stuff. Let's go, let's go. Good attack. That's an and one, please, and thank you. Here we go, here we go. Go back out. He's not sure what he wants. Rescreen, very cool. Tough bump, go through. Can't wait till he gets heavier. Here we go, boom. Attack, playoff 2. Yeah, that's one thing we haven't seen. We have not seen him play off 2 quite as much, which... the quicker guards, yeah, they tend to like to play that way. For how skinny he is right now, you'd probably like him playing off 2 feet just a little bit more, but playing off 1 right now. So maybe something that we can use to teach him how to be more balanced, get up some better shots. That's another way to do things. So a couple things that we do have to teach for this guy for sure. But some of the things like running the offense and stuff, like that's looking really clean. Like he knows how to do some more complex navigational things, which is pretty cool. So I like that. I like that. There's room to work in like the finer points of his game, but a lot of the intellectual stuff seems like it's kind of already there, which is cool. Cool. Boom, jumps into it. Kind of a twisted 3 again. Kind of a twisted 3-pointer. So we're coming around this. We're waiting. We're good for the rescreen. I love this. And he gets in attack mode. A Gortat screen is set. I love it. Here we go. Here we go. We're going back to him. Let's rescreen. Yep, he knows how to use those screens. Good little hesitation. Tough finish. Interesting. All right, so we've got a true just pick and roll kind of maestro right here, don't we? That's a tough jumper. Kind of ugly with the bottom of it, too. Here we go. He's getting downhill. He likes the floater. I love the floater for him. I think the floater is going to be an awesome shot. If we could master that one, year 1 with pick and roll, you could have a really deadly player, like right away. Like not a deadly player, but you could have like a guy that can contribute right away. So that would be kind of cool. We're here. Boom. Nice shot. Bucket. Good stuff. Here we go. We're going around. Jumps into it. Wow, that was one of his best looking jumpers yet. Here we go. Not really showing any off-ball stuff still. He's taking jump shots. Yep, let me just keep going through this, see if there's anything else. I like that he does an attack right there. Let's wait. He's calling stuff out. Let me get to my spot. Tough. Okay. More jumpers. I don't really care about the jumpers. Are there any fun dunks or anything at the beginning? Can we see a little bit more athleticism? Is there a dunk here? Let's go. We already saw all these ones against Paris. I just want to see if there's like a dunk in here or something, because I don't really see any. And 6'4", I'd like to see what kind of vertical we're working with. Doesn't really look like it. Nope, doesn't really look like it necessarily. That's okay. And I'm sure there's one or two in here somewhere, but nothing all that interesting there on the dunking side. But anyway, that's Nolan Traoré. Alrighty, y'all. Nolan Traoré. I'm sure you guys will help me pronounce it later, but interesting prospect. I think a lot of those things were confirmed. He definitely missed some easy shots. It looks like towards the back half of the year, he did get a lot better at creating for himself. He's good at getting downhill, good at navigating the pick and roll. He is a good passer, seems pretty smart. He's got some advanced level navigation skills. The jumper needs work. Jumper definitely needs work. There's going to be some things we have to fix in it, especially in the lower half. There's just a lot of inconsistencies that we need to fix. This is probably, like, I don't want to call it bad because it's not like a horrible jumper, right? But like, this is one where I see a few more issues that I need to fix compared to some of the other guys, at least. And I say this like I'm gonna fix it. I'm not, but if I was to take him on, right? Overall, though, smart player, pretty damn good athlete, can pass the rock a little bit, potential to be kind of a downhill scorer, play well in transition, right? Some of the half-court scoring, we got to get the jumper down. The floater looks like it has some life, so that can help him out in like his first year and a half or so until we get a more consistent jumper under him. So, you know, there's something to work with here. Definitely not like a perfect prospect, though, by any means, and that's totally fine. So where are we going to put him? Where are we going to put the kid? If we look at, like, other guards that we've looked at, like Dylan Harper, no, I like him better. I like Yakuchonis a lot more than him. Going down, like Walter Clayton, who we just did, Jeremiah Fears, like, those are guys to compare him to. Jace Richardson, obviously. I think I like him more than Jeremiah Fears. I definitely like him more. He seems more athletic at the same size. They're the same age. He's got way more ability to like play with others than Fears has. So I definitely like him over Fears. Do I like him more than Sorber? It's the hard thing is, like, and mind you, this big board is like, what order would I like draft people in, right? This would change if I was picking for a certain team. I might still like Sorber more just because it just is harder to find bigs, right? It is just harder to find bigs. And he was pretty good defensively. I don't think I like him more than Walter Clayton right now, but I think the ceiling could be a little bit higher. I'm not positive, though. I'd love to see Walter Clayton some more like NBA style offensive stuff. And that's where things get tricky, right? It's like, those are the things I wish I could see, right? I wish I could see. So I think what I'm going to do is put him just above Jeremiah Fears here at 15. I think that's where I feel comfortable putting him for now. But hey, you guys let me know where you think he belongs and what you guys think of him down in the comments below. And anyway, we'll go on to the comments of the video. Alrighty, y'all. Comment of the video is coming from the Come On Maluach. Does he fit in the NBA video? As always, go show these videos some love and support. They're my favorite ones to do on the channel, and they usually get demonetized. We'll see if this one is. Again, I tried to take the audio out of the clips there at the end. I kind of decided against it just because I want to test the waters a little bit to see what's gonna happen with international clips. So just keep that in mind with things. But anyway, with Maluach, first of all of you guys see him going to Toronto. Don't necessarily disagree with that. The connections and everything are there. It makes a lot of sense that they'd want that position. Draft position kind of lines up with where they're expected to get picked. Very cool. But the comment of the video is actually coming from, where did it go? It comes from Morse Code MC. He says, I know the competition level is negligible, but his BAL tape when he played with Ulrich Kromke was eye-opening for me. So yeah, basically, our first exposure to Maluach was through some other film and like some other kind of junior leagues that he was playing in, where he showed a lot more. Like, he was facing up, he was attacking closeouts, like he's shooting more three-pointers, like he's dribbling with the basketball more. And so a lot of people have been wondering, like, hey, is Maluach like really kind of being put in a box a little bit at Duke? Are they really making him just kind of be a role player? Is there more that we didn't get to see of him at Duke? And that's kind of the question, right? It's hard to tell, and he's exactly right here that it just is a negligible league. It's just not even close to the level of competition. But it's interesting, right? It's like there's some tape of some interesting stuff on this young kid. So something to keep in the back of your minds, and I just like that we brought this up. But as always, you guys see I'm responding to every single comment. It looks like I've got 3 more to respond to now, but leave me a comment. Maybe you'll be the comment of the video, and you'll get a reply from me. And please, go join the Discord. We've been having a lot more people join recently. It's been very cool. Talking hoops on there all the time. It's a great place. But seriously, appreciate you guys as always, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks so much.